Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl here. How you living? How you living? I am so happy to be back doing videos and all. I am doing my Monday morning journaling and actually Monday afternoon journaling. But hey, it's Monday, right? So that is what I'm doing today, and do a little catch up. Let y'all know what's up, what's been going on, where I've been, all of that fun stuff. It has been an eventful week, I must say, and all surrounds my dude. That little kid has been so sick. So, catching you up. So you might want to grab a snack and a drink. It may not be that long, but just in case, because y'all know how it is sometimes. So anyway, um, my little one, my dude, has been sick. He hasn't been feeling good at all. Couldn't understand why. He was complaining Monday about his stomach being sore, hurting. And, I asked him, "Do you want to stay home?" And he's like, "No, I want to go to school." Okay. So I let him go to school. I wished I hadn't, but I did. So he went to school and he come home and I asked him how he's feeling. He's like, "I'm not feeling good." And so, he didn't eat or anything that day, that evening anyway, which is unusual because he loves nuggets and he didn't even eat chicken nuggets. He had, he just wanted nothing to do with it. And the next thing I know, we get him in bed and he wakes up and he's in excruciating pain, you guys. I mean, horrible, horrible pain. And I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? What is up with this kid? Why is he so sick? We just we couldn't understand because it wasn't like him to be that sick, just crying, laying and crying in pain. And he kept saying, "It's my stomach, it's my stomach." So I set an appointment up with him with his doctor for Tuesday. And his doctor said, "Well, he has a stomach flu. It'll pass. I'm gonna give him this stuff so he doesn't throw up." So I'm like, okay, so we get him home and I give him some medicine and he's still in pain, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe tomorrow will be better. Well, here comes Wednesday. He's not any better. Matter of fact, he's worse. And I did everything I could to help soothe his pain, and my husband and I just ended up taking him to the hospital. I can't even begin to tell you how heartbreaking it was to listen to him cry that he's in pain and I can't fix it. And so I take him to the hospital. And mind you, this kid, I've never seen him like this ever. He wasn't drinking, he wasn't eating, he looked absolutely horrible. So we get him out there and they're like, "We need to take some blood work." So they had to put an IV in him. And that was so heartbreaking and excruciating to hold his hand and him screaming because it hurt him to put the needle in. And he's never experienced that. And I just sobbed with him. I didn't know what else to do. I just couldn't hold it in. I really couldn't. And so they took blood work and they found ketos in his urine. He was so dehydrated, so they give him 2 bags of fluid. Well, they hooked him up to it, and they're like, "We need to do an X-ray. We need to see what is going on in his stomach." So we went and got the X-rays done. They said they needed to do a contrast scan. So he's still laying there in pain. He's not running no fever. He's just thrown up vile and just miserable, absolutely miserable. And I'm thinking the worst, you know. I've never seen my dude like this. Any of my kids, I've never seen them in so much pain. And so they finally get us in a better room, one with a TV. Maybe that'll help him, maybe he'll relax. And they come in and they said, I sent my husband home. They said it's gonna be about 5 hours. So I sent my husband home. You got to go to work. I'll get a hold of my daughter or my sister to come get me and the dude when they send us home. This is about 11 o'clock. No, this was about 9 o'clock. And he goes home. My daughter calls, and we're in our room. They come in to give him another IV. Again, to hear him cry like that, scream, was the most heart-wrenching thing. So they get it in him, and they get the dye in him, and they get the scan, and they said, okay, it's not his appendix, which I didn't think it was his appendix, because um it just, it was nowhere, his pain was nowhere close in that area for his appendix. So they said, well, we just believe it's the flu. We're going to send him home. We're going to give him something else. If the pain gets worse, bring him back, and we will do another scan on him. So here we are. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. We're both exhausted. We get home. My sister comes, gets us. We get home, and he goes to bed. And he does all right all night. He does all right until probably, well, he did all right until about 2 o'clock in the morning, and then the pains just got worse. So we went all day, and they kind of eased up a little bit. And then we had just gotten done eating supper, and we're sitting in the front room, and he just lets out this yell. It was just horrific. Absolutely horrific. So I tell my husband, I said, okay, we're going back out to the hospital. We're going back out there. I need to know what's going on. So we get him out there, and they did another ultrasound on his stomach, and he said, okay, it's not a blockage, of his intestines, but there is a lot of gas, and there is he hasn't used the bathroom. He hasn't had a BM in about a week. And so we go home, and they didn't, suggest anything or whatever about him. It's going to pass, is what they tell me. So we get him home, and he's exhausted. Obviously, we've been through this for a week now. Here we are. It's what day was it? It was Thursday. Friday comes along, and he's doing okay. Saturday, he's doing okay. He's got some pains. Sunday, we're back to square one with him. So we ended up rushing him down to Children's Mercy in Kansas City, which is one of the best hospitals that we have, honestly, here in Missouri. We take him down there, and it's pretty bad if we're going to drive to Kansas City to a hospital there to check about our dude. So we get him down there, and they're not going to do any IVs or anything. And they checked him, and they said, okay, he is severely dehydrated. So we need to give him an enema. He needs to go. If not, that's going to cause him some serious problems. And we're like, oh my God, this is not going to be good. But okay, do what you do. Do what you got to do. This embellishment I put on here, my sister made me. It was in my goodie box for my birthday, so I absolutely love it. I wanted to use it on this envelope here. So we get him down there. We get the enema. He's not happy about it. You know, it hurts, obviously. And he's laying there and he's not going and he can't go. And the doctor said, well, we're going to go ahead and send you guys home, give him this magnesium, and that should help him. That should help him go. So I did for a couple days. He didn't go and he didn't go. Um, so I just didn't know what to do. You know, I'm thinking the worst for this kid. You know, what if it is a blockage and so on and so forth. So a friend of mine, Michelle Scott, was like, dude, I'll message you after my live stream, because I was in there, you know, trying to take my mind off things. And, you know, what better way than, you know, to craft and be around, you know, some, you know, other fellow crafters. And so she messaged me and she told me about magnesium citrate, and which I don't know why I didn't remember that, because I get that from my daughter to take, because, you know, she has, you know, some stomach issues as well. So I gave it to him, and it was probably 45 minutes later. We was celebrating. You finally, you know, in over a week had a BM, which made us happy. That was a whole, you know, a week long thing to get him to do. So he's doing better. He's back in school. He's happy. I'm happy. You know, it just 2 weeks is just so long to see your child sick. Um, so I'm thinking, all right, now we're gonna get happy. Where I'm gonna get back to things. You know, life is gonna be good. Then I see that my uncle passed away Sunday, Father's Day, and that's heartbreaking. He's like the monarch of, you know, the Williams family, which is my dad's side of the family, and he is the last of the older generation to go. And it's kind of sad, because I absolutely love Uncle Ernie, but he lived such a long life. You know, he's watched his parents and his brothers and sisters, them all pass. So he lived a long life. There's a lot to celebrate there. So it's been absolutely insane. So yeah. I mean, good news. There's a lot of good news in this. You know, my son's better. You know, my uncle's with his family. We're all, you know, we're getting through things slowly, but you know, and I put a thought of the day up that life is full of seasons. You know, seasons end and seasons begin, and that we need to celebrate in every season of life. Enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, enjoy the blessings that you have, because it can be gone in a season. And although that sounds sad, it it is, but it's not, because one day you will see them again. You will. And you know, that's where my happiness comes from. I can celebrate their life even though I miss them, and I'm going to, and we all do. Um I'm trying to write and think too. Um but you know, we just have to understand that there's more after this life. At least that's what I believe. Um I don't want to push my beliefs on anyone, but my belief is there is more to there's more for us after this life here. So, um, yeah, it's been, like I said, it's been absolutely crazy. Lots been going on. I'm now able to get back to doing some videos, and I've got some tutorials that I want to get done and show you guys. Like, I've got these tissue paper that's money, and I want to make like little money, some bills to stick in to your journals for tags. Of course, Jeffree Star's face is not going to be there. Oh no, Misty, find it. Jeffree Star's face won't be there, but um I'm going to do something different, embellish this and what have you. So I got that video coming up that I've got to do, and some other things. So yeah, busy, 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 busy. So there is the layout for that page. I like that. It's simple, but it is so cute. I love these little things here. I love these pictures. My daughter got those for me when it was on sale, and I think it was for my birthday or something. So um and we also did some things for, oh, I want to put this in here, for Mother's Day's past, Father's Day. We went to Lathrop, which is one of my favorite places to go. It is a steam show of antique tractors and things. Absolutely love going to Lathrop. They have a little flea market there too. Of course, I ain't finding anything this year, sadly, but it's so much fun to go to, and we go in the summer and the fall. Fall, I love going because they have apple fritters. Y'all, they're the bomb. I absolutely love them. So that was fun. I took some pictures. This is just a Dove candy wrapper. It is my favorite, one of my favorite candies. My all-time favorite candy is the Chico Stick. Love these things. And so outside of these, the Dove Dark Chocolate is my other favorite. My sister got me some of these as a feel good. You know, I was so exhausted and only got like 2 hours of sleep in a week. And so she got me some of my favorite Dove chocolates, and I wanted to put that in my little journal here. I have a jar of them sitting here on my desk. This is a jar my daughter gave me, and it just says Merry and Bright, but I have it as a candy jar on my desk. So chocolate always makes us happy, right? If it don't, it should. So I wanted to take and add this picture. This is a picture of, this is my husband of 21 years, 21. Um, love this man. We've been together 22 years, married 19 years this September. This is my father-in-law. Love that man to death. Let me move my light. Love that man to death. He is an amazing man, and my husband looks just like him. It's crazy. And of course, Bub, he is my eldest son. And then we all know the dude. We all know him. But this was a misprint. I wanted to keep it and use it in my journal because we did do have our little Father's Day thing at Lathrop, and this time I got to be there with my father-in-law. Usually we go on a Friday, and then my husband goes back down on a Saturday with his dad. So it was nice for all of us to be there together. So I want to put this picture in my journal, and just simply put where it was, the year. And I'm not worried about the date. I'm not worried about it. I mean, I know what date is, but you know, I don't need to. I don't need to worry about that. Anyway, so this had to go in here. And this was 6/20, 6/19, 21, Lathrop. So I don't want to do too much with that because this picture says so much. I love these people. These are my favorite men ever, outside of my daddy. No, I'm not even gonna lie. They are four of my favorite men. Um, so that picture says so much. And I'm not gonna add any more to that. I don't want to. I like the way that it is. I have a little something personal I'm gonna slip in here. I'm not gonna do that on camera because it's like extremely personal. I don't want to do that. And here I have just, bared my soul about my son and stuff, but I don't want to add a picture on here that is, extremely personal. Makes a lot of sense, don't it? Leave it to me, y'all. Leave it to me. So I love these little layouts. I know my layouts are simple, but I love them that way. I really do. Oh, my candy wrap. Oh, well, it can just stay there. I love the simple layouts. Because I can always go back and add more, and I usually do. So, but there is my crazy life. That's why I haven't been here. I've had such a son that has just been so sick and just everything else. I've come down with whatever my son has, a little, not as bad as him, but a little bit. My stomach's just so upset, and it's the dude's fault. 100% the dude's fault. There's nobody else to blame but him. So I'm hoping that just I get to feeling better with it. But I've learned a lot through these last couple of weeks. I've learned to push things aside. I've learned to understand that everything may be going perfect now, but things can change. So we must always tell those people that we love that we actually do love them and we appreciate them and that they are a blessing in our life. And to tell the I'm sorries and to give the forgiveness because we never know. We never know what's going to happen. We never know if we're going to have that chance again. So, my thought is to give forgiveness, to love, to cherish, and to see your blessings and to count them and to be happy in whatever happens because that's the only way to live. You can't live being mad or holding grudges. You have to live to be happy. And if that means a season with a friend or whoever has come to pass, then it's come to pass. But we can't allow ourselves to be so down and so distraught and sad and mad and all of that. We have to live our best life. And sometimes living our best life is really making our own happiness. And that's having people around that's positive. That's having people around that, yeah, things happen and sadness happens, but you have people that are there to say, you know what? Yeah, this is bad, but don't stay in this moment. Pick yourself up and let's remember all the good times and not just the bad. Sometimes that's all it takes to put a smile on your face. Sometimes on your heart too. So that is my video, my journaling video for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys have a great day, that you're well, you're happy, and that you find peace in this day of to really reflect on all the goodness that you have going on. So anyway, guys, thank you again. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And as always, goodbye, God bless, and I'll see y'all again soon.